Significantly to me, it's been dignity and respect that's been gained. My best example was the Gurubana Kunganji going to Fitzroy Island in the late 90s. They had been banned from going to their traditional land on the island for quite decades, many decades, and with the result of there being native title applicants, they were welcomed at the tourist resort, which I'd never imagined before. Also, Kondamuka, who wound up getting 80% control of the island effectively. The benefits for Indigenous people is the identification and legal recognition of the tribal entity, which also, I suggest, gives an ability to then work on that identification to negotiate any agreements or arrangements which might be seen as a treaty. There's also financial benefits and cultural heritage benefits. For the non-Indigenous community, there's the certainty of having it resolved and knowing where they stand with respect to their own land, as well as the moral relief of undoing some of the harm done in the colonial period. They also get benefits from tourism and the Aboriginal people's contribution towards the environment. The positive and celebratory recollections that I focus on mainly are the Cullowhee native title determination, which occurred in July 2014 in Thargomindah. And having worked with the people involved in that group for 45 years, I could never have envisaged 45 years ago that such an event could take place. The joy to those people in that identification, it was something that thrilled me enormously, and it gives them a great capacity to build on their future. The other one is Kondamuka, who, as I said, I began with in 1968. And in those days they had no land, no money and no respect really from anyone much. Nowadays they've got control of about 80% of the island and will always stand tall in that community and on their own land. I suggest that for Aboriginal people, the use of the prescribed body corporates to progress their development is the great advantage, and that they should see these changes and the native title procedure as incremental to development. It's not the be all and end all, but it's a huge step forward on what it might have been otherwise.